kudos to Moose Jaw. What a run. They came back against Swift Current, the reverse sweep. Then they come into the Pat Canadians. They lost first two games 2-1, 2-1. It was tight. Good hockey team. Coached well. But the Pat Canadians, they, I think, just a little deeper. A little more veteran savvy, which next year Moose Jaw will have maybe. Moose Jaw will have a chance to run it back, get back to the final. The Pat Canadians win. They're off to regionals. Now, how that works, they got the, 8 hours we figured? 8-hour bus ride to Kenora, Ontario. What? That's not in the West. It's just how it works. They consider Kenora, which is just over the Manitoba border into Ontario. Never been there, but I looked on a map. Can confirm. And then even Thunder Bay is considered west. So Patsies head to Kenora. I understand they're leaving on Tuesday. First games are Thursday. Little 8-hour jaunt on the bus. It'll be them, the host Kenora, I think they're called the Thistles, Thunder Bay, and the Winnipeg Wild. People were talking yesterday, inside info, Winnipeg Wild, the team to beat, besides the Pat Canadians. Those two could be playing in the final in that one. Not taking anything away from Kenora and Thunder Bay, just what I heard. So they'll head there. But back to last night's game, and we do have some audio. We'll start with head coach of the Regina Pat Canadians. Just got a new deal, re-up for 2 years. So timing was good. Good on Hockey Regina for upping Ryan Hodgins. After the game, he just talked about, and you can hear it in his voice, just how happy he was for the fellas.
Okay, Hodgie, best part about the moment so far?
Oh, I'm just so happy for the boys. I mean, they've grinded, and yeah, I'm just happy for the boys. Like they deserve it, and that's the thing. It's well deserved, and I'm happy for them.
Did you have to coach this game much? This game 3, or did you just let them play?
Well, you know what? At this time of the year, like we talked to the boys. I mean, our game plans. We have our game plan, and it's about execution, and I challenged them on executing and following through with what we're doing, and they did. They nailed it, and good things happened. But they executed, man.
Did you learn anything from the last few years and going into this one?
Well, you're always learning, right? Like it's you're learning every day. So I mean, yeah, absolutely, we learned from last year, and did we do some things differently? Probably, yeah. But like I said, we're learning every day. So
job's not done.
Not done, but we're gonna enjoy this one.
The classic. Not done, but we're gonna enjoy this one. The other thing, if you were at the game, and if you weren't, it was the Patsies jumping out to a 2-0 lead. Chase Serkan scored first. Nice shot. Kid's got a heck of a shot from Jonas Evertson, Maddox Schultz. Then Reed Bichard, right place at the right time from Cash Lanigan, Ethan Dundas. That's a powerful threesome to try and control. Second period, it was Gage Nagel for Moose Jaw. Moose Jaw pushed. Tabashnik played well in net. They scored a power play goal, third period. And Hodgie, after he talked about on Wednesday how they practiced it. And they said it's kind of like the old, if you've coached football or played football, it's like you watch tape and they're like, okay, well, let's expose this, or let's bait him over there, let him take that guy. You do that in hockey as well. He talked about the power play goal. They implemented a new twist in practice on Wednesday. They baited Moose Jaw to take Maddox Schultz, and then it was Eli Johnson coming down Main Street.
Tell me about the power play.
Well, I mean, Moose Jaw, obviously they were keying hard on Maddox, and they're playing that strong side, and again with our group on that power play, man, they're pretty dynamic, and I think we had a good game plan for it, and we kind of had a good feeling Johnny would get an opportunity, and he made the best of it, man. He came through, followed the game plan, and worked well.
Yeah, it's pretty cool story. It's all about coaching. On that one, coaches, kudos to you guys. And I'm sure Moose Jaw as well. did a great job making some coaching adjustments happening. But when it works like that, Eli Johnson's just been so good for this team all year. What a leader. Prince George Cougars have a good one in Eli Johnson, and a really good kid as well. Like a lot of these kids, you get to know them along with the coaches. They're good kids. After the game, I did catch up with Eli as well.
Honestly, it's so surreal. I mean, our team came such a long way. From day one, we had a hard-working team. I knew we did. We were really skilled, and if we pieced our things together, I knew we were going to be really dangerous. So going to that Max tournament really took that extra step as a team. We learned a lot there and carried it into the regular season. Only lost one game going into playoffs and came in on a hot streak. So, yeah, honestly, this team is unbelievable.
You got an A on your jersey, right? You guys are going to celebrate. You're going to do all this, but the job's not done?
Absolutely not. We got a long ways to go. Ontario, here we come.
I love it. Ontario. Here we go. 8 hours. 8 hours, Eli, on the Bone Shaker all the way to Kenora, Ontario. Later, a clutch performer. We're going to play the clip on his skate story from Assiniboia, which Sharky kind of alluded to yesterday. Like I said earlier, it's so Sasky. It is awesome. Also after the game, Maddox Schultz, 14-year-old, probably going to be the first pick in this year's Bantam draft. He shouldn't even be playing in this league, but he was the leading scorer this year. You probably heard the interview or we did earlier a couple months ago with his dad and him, kind of a look behind the curtain on the Schultz family and how Maddox and where Maddox is now and how he got there. But after the game, Maddox pointed out that being on the ice with that banner was kind of always the focus this year.
Yeah, it's awesome. Ever since the start of the year, we made this our goal, and to accomplish it, it feels real good.
Did you feel a lot of pressure going into the playoffs, like personally yourself?
Personally, I don't think so. I thought, just trying to get the job done and, obviously stepping into the playoffs. We had a good first round and, coming to the second round, we knew we were matching up against a good team. And even this series, we thought we were the better team throughout the series. But to win, it feels real special.
Haji told me about the power play, and it worked to perfection tonight. It's like almost like football. They were baiting to let them take Maddox, and then things worked.
Yeah, obviously won that drawback, and then Johnny stepped in with a missile. So, for that to go in is really cool, and got the crowd into it, so it was really awesome.
Eli talked about the Max tournament and how that was a big moment for this team, growing as a team, and then where you guys are now.
For sure, yeah. I think going into the Max tournament, we were hoping to do something special, and I think we did that there, and coming off that, we felt real confident, and going into the playoffs, like I said, we were super confident as well. So, to get the job done, it's the job done is not done yet, I guess, but we're looking forward to the Westerns.
2 assists for young Maddox Schultz last night. I was standing with some guys. It was their first. One guy was his first time seeing him play live. You got to keep in mind he's 14 years old. We did get a text in earlier message that there's no doubt other players on the ice. He's a special player. So many good players, both sides, fast hockey. I called it earlier this year. We kind of been covering this league all year here on the SportsCage. It is the best $10 entertainment-wise if you're a sports fan, I think, in the city. And a lot of people saw it last night. Another one of the players from the Pat Canadians kind of had something to prove this year. We've talked about him a lot on the show this year, is Jonas Sievertson. He started the year with the Prince Albert Raiders. It was extra special for him coming back from the Western League and getting that provincial banner.
Yeah, I think it means a lot to me, and obviously the guys. We lost last year, and I think it's pretty big deal for all of us. But I think job's not finished, and we got to do a job at regionals.
How special is this team?
it's pretty special. I mean, you don't win every year, and this organization is it's been unbelievable. And to win it with this group of guys, it's just something special.
So there it is. Recap from on the ice last night. Pat C's over Moose Jaw. They're on to regionals. Thanks to the Pat C's for making everything accommodating with us. Let's go.